Hello everyone, Zach here, aka Crazy. Welcome back to Doki Literature Club. Last time, we hung out with Yuri pretty much. We read a little book with her. MC got a little weird, but that's okay. We shared poems. Yuri liked ours. Sayori and Monica liked ours too. Natsuki thought ours was stupid, but that's okay. That basically led to us trashing her because we were on the Yuri route at that point. This time, while I have a little bit of a sore throat, but you know, that's not going to stop me from doing a little recording tonight, is it? I'm going to go back to this save file over here, because instead of the Yuri route, this time I want to do the Natsuki route. So yeah, this will be really fun. Also, I can actually see my cursor now, so you won't just see me like slowly trying to guess where it is, so that's cool. Anyway. We know that Yuri likes complex words like heaven sent, but this time we're gonna go with Natsuki. She likes the cute words, obviously. So we're gonna go with cheeks, swimsuit, sunny. Oh, damn it, that's Sayori. Fuck. Vanilla. There we go. Anime. Let's see. Email. Definitely. Marshmallow. Chocolate. She really likes s'mores, doesn't she? What do we got here? Treasure. Oh, damn it, Sayori. Socks. Doki. Sugar. Parfait. Someone likes that. Candy. Milk. Bubbles. Friends. Oh, Sayori. Puppy. Lollipop. Sticky. Alright. So that's a very fun time. Now I'm going to go ahead and skip past all the dialogue that we already saw in the previous episode. Natsuki over here says, "Ah!" I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Hey, do you want me to cut off my hand and give it to you? You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. Yeah? There's a lot of things like that anyway. How did you know anyway? Because I said it. I heard you bring it up at some point. You were talking to Yuri and she asked you what kind to read and she was being all judgy and shit. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? Does she know I'm a weeb? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. Cool, I'm that guy right now. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. Well, why am I making Natsuki a valley girl, by the way? This is gonna be inches. You know what? Sure, this is Natsuki's voice now. At first I made her sound like she was constipated, now I'm making her sound like a valley girl. Let's try to split the difference here. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Crazy. Hey, don't call me crazy. Now you're judging me, I see. Yeah, funny joke, I'm sure. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. What the hell? I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo. Don't just stand there. Do something! Ooh-ah! Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. I don't believe in chairs. I'm a little bit superstitious like that. I don't believe in chairs. Oh, why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? No. I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Kinda like something that we're playing right now, isn't it? I kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Damn! We just out here roasting her favorite manga over here. Is this our revenge for her talking shit about our poem early in the past episode? So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? Hey, there's some enjoyable things that don't have plot. I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. And he puts on 2 sprinkles instead of 3. It's 2 sprinkles, what the hell? 2 scoops of ice cream. Just you ever just get ice cream and you just want some sprinkles, but you only want 2 of them? There we go. But that just helps you to get to know the characters. Besides, it's still entertaining, is it? But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like, when they get into all the backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen, oh my god, I was on the floor. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean, bitch? Wah. That's okay. Gives me a little shove. I'm sorry, just the deadpan ooh-ah. It's just like... Here, I'll probably just start doing that from now on every time I see that. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Natsuki powers, activate! Good save. Ah, this chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? You mean this manga that's named after a baked good? I would think so. Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah? Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence! I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. Pfft, fucking loser, right? I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. You know, as opposed to, like, killing people and, you know, going on trials and shit. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Hey, CG! ... We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. ... Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not! Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. Know what I mean? Hmm? Hmm? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. Silly, Natsuki, manga's for kids, is what they say. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. Yeah, unfortunately. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. Yeah, that's a good way to impress a girl. Just start talking down about yourself. That's good. But it's probably harder for someone like you. What the hell does that mean? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? The part where I'm a loser, obviously. I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. It's really, really good. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? No, not really. So? Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. No! Get away! I like how she has like a little tooth there. It makes her look like a cat at some points. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't really plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one for tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. What shows are that important? Yeah, I gotta keep watching My Hero Academia or fucking Attack on Titan, other animes that were popular in 2017, I guess. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what'll happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. All right, and they're describing the poems here. All right, so the poems are basically no different. The only thing that's different is the reaction. So let's see what we got here. Let's start with Natsuki since we're on her route now. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, there's a couple words in here that appeal to Sayori and not me. But other than that, it's pretty good. Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Yeah, me neither. And what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. That's not a poem, it's a recipe for cupcakes. I mean, think about it. We got marshmallow, chocolate, sugar, milk. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Irk! Ah, yes, irk, I agree. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... You just don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Grr, fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Hey, eagles can fly, let's go. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, okay, that's pretty much it for her scene. Yuri has the opposite reaction. Basically, Yuri reacts to the equivalent of how Natsuki reacted to our Yuri poem. So, yeah, they're pretty much exact opposites here. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Is this a poem or a recipe for cookies? Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. It shows. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guessed that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? Did I just raise my voice? Not really. I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and I think from here on out just repeats the same dialogue. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. I'm an idiot. It's a lot more sullen putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Okay. Yeah, get used to me going back to the history, because there are some times where I forget what was actually said. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. 1, 2, 3. Alright, Sayori is next. And I think Sayori has the same reaction, though, isn't it? Yeah, Sayori has the same reaction there. So, yeah, we've seen that before. Monica, I'm pretty sure Monica has different words to say. Okay, here we go. I like it, Crazy. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. Yeah, remember Eagles Can Fly? That's a classic. I have it framed on my refrigerator. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Eh? Maybe a long time ago. God, I remember we, like elementary school, we had these Shel Silverstein audio tapes of him, like, reading his poems. It's, good times. Simpler times, really. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sorta. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot, and I think from there, that's it. And it's the same scene. It's the fight scene. And this time we're gonna side with Natsuki. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah! It did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. Natsuki, come on. You're not helping. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I hate that applies to me, but I mean, I'm trying to be better about it, but yeah. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. I just nodded like a puppy there. Yeah, so... You don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Ah! Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri? Hmm? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, crazy. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Ooh. Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your... Okay, I guess that's what she was saying. The thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori? I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, Crazy. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. That's right. No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room, so maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. Eh? About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Yep, I should have known. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. And in the end, it doesn't even matter. And I think there's no differentiation there. There we go. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and save there, and I think that's as good a time as any to end the episode. So, thank you guys for watching. Next time, we'll take a detour and go Sayori and see her scenes and stuff. So, yeah, fun times in the literature club, as always. Anyway, I'm Zach Crazy. See you guys next time.